All right. Wicked for Good. My most anticipated movie of the year. I have now seen it. Yeah, cheers. Cheers will be fucking good. Um, yeah, it was great. I was kind of worried going in today, honestly, because critics have kind of honestly been shitting on it a little bit recently, and like, and if that's what the critics are saying about this, I might not be cut out for that. Um, yeah, like those people, you know, Dallas. You're probably gonna watch this at some point. I think the movie's just not for you, man. It's for me. It's for people like me who teared up every single time I saw the trailer, and at like five separate points when I rewatched the first one, in theaters like a couple days ago. Um, it was really good. The things about it that are great are the same as part one. The two lead performances are like just some of the best shit you've ever seen in any musical. The all the production elements, like the sets and the costumes and stuff, are some of the best things you've seen in any movie ever. It's really well directed. Like, it's kind of people talking outside my room. It seems like a somewhat insurmountable task to do something like this, to recapture the Wizard of Oz, but also, like, you're doing so much more than that. So much more, frankly, than the Wizard of Oz, the original movie did. Like, that whole movie, I'm not just talking about plot-wise, but, like, just in terms of scope. I know obviously we have better technology than we did in 1939, but, like, this movie is just so much more. It's so much more. So, like, obviously, The Wizard of Oz is a good movie, but this is just like, I wouldn't mind if that movie was erased from history and this was just it. Obviously, in tandem with the first one. But, like, if this was all we had of Oz, I wouldn't mind. I really wouldn't mind. Now, I've seen the Broadway version. Didn't see it on Broadway. I saw it at, like, the Orpheum, I'm pretty sure. I did not remember very much of it. I remembered, most of the character names, like the general plot structure, the fate of some of the characters. I'm not going to spoil anything here. But, like, there was a lot of it that really escaped me, particularly the music. I remembered little to none of the music, when I saw the first one and this one as well. So, but I remember liking Act 1 less than Act 2, which, honestly, it feels a little bit weird to me now. I guess my tastes have changed a lot since I was 14. But I feel like, just story-wise, in terms of the material they had, Act 1 is definitely better than Act 2. There are kind of some story issues here. Like, everything, it's kind of hard for me to put into words. Everything does feel a bit convenient, and like, wow, this is the exact group of people that, like, goes on to do this and that. Again, I'm trying not to spoil things. But, like, I feel like the ties to the original movie were cute. Like, particularly when you see when you see Dorothy, I thought that was fun. And the Cowardly Lion. They got Coleman Domingo to voice the lion, even though he has two lines. He was, it was funny. Jonathan Bailey's, okay, well, I'm gonna spoil something here, but Jonathan Bailey's face as, like, his scarecrow face looked kind of weird. I'm pretty sure it was CGI and not makeup. So that was kind of disappointing because Ethan Slater, he was definitely in makeup. They did like close-ups on him as he was, belting right at the camera. That was definitely a full face of makeup. Jonathan Bailey, I'm pretty sure they did some kind of mocap thing. It looked a little bit weird. Also, like, I love her. Michelle Yeoh was the worst part of the first movie. She's kind of worse here. I don't know if she was really worse, but there's just more of her. Like, she's a really good actress. She's not a good singer. And it just in this project, she really just doesn't feel like she's giving it her all. It seems kind of bored, but that doesn't make sense because like this is a director that she's worked with before. Clearly, she likes because she agreed to do 2 more movies with him. I don't know why it feels like she's putting in such little effort. Also, she's just not a very good singer. But yeah, I mean, that's, you can kind of overlook that. Because she's still, like, she's not that important. Like, in your mental image of this movie, you could kind of just block her out. Another thing that, it felt kind of weird to me, and it feels weird to say, because I don't think the movie was too short. I think if they had just stuck in a bunch of made-up stuff, more than they did, because there is some stuff added here, I think I wouldn't have liked that. But, like, it felt, honestly, like it kind of went by too quickly. And maybe that's just because I was looking forward to it so much. I just had so much value in the experience, and I didn't want it to end. But, like, I could tell we were, like, getting towards the end. It was just, like, I felt like I fucking just sat down. So, but then I kind of realized it's the second act of a play. This is act 2 of a play made into a movie. Okay, it's perfect for a double feature. You just watch the 2 acts of Wicked, and of course it would be a lot longer. The total runtime of the movies is about 5 hours, which is double the length of the play. But like that would, in my mind, as someone who thinks that the first movie was maybe a little slow paced, maybe there's like a scene or 2 that could have been slightly shortened, and then this movie I think was, I'll just say it, I think it was too short. That's a great double feature, to me at least. Also, something interesting, I feel like the score here was bigger, more noticeable, I guess maybe better. There was a lot more moments of score. And then the songs, they weren't worse, but there were definitely less of them. And like, well, I guess one could say they were worse. They just really weren't like the hits. Defying Gravity and No One Mourns the Wicked. Oh, those are like Defying Gravity, No One Mourns the Wicked, and For Good. Those are kind of the big 3. 2 of those are in the first one. You only get one like really big song in this one. There's only one. Like they don't even really open with the song. I mean, they open with singing, but it's just kind of a refrain of No One Mourns the Wicked. I did like it. And like, God, in the opening scene, I love the opening. When Elphaba like lands on the ground, and they just fucking blast the No One Mourns the Wicked melody. I don't know, because I saw this in like a enhanced sound showing. I don't know all the mumbo jumbo, but like that might have been it. Maybe it's just something with like the mixing or something. They just decided to make it really loud. But when they played that, it was just like the orchestra was just right there. It was just like they were. It was like I was in front of an orchestra. And I mean that just filled me up, man. That. All right. So yeah, I think the songs were, I mean, they were still really good. Dude, Jeff Goldblum's song, Wonderful, that was awesome. I fucking loved that song. That was so good. Yeah, and now I'm gonna talk about the Oscars. The ones that are a foregone conclusion, you know, Best Picture, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actress, and Production Design, Costume Design, Makeup, you know, those ones. I do think it's probably gonna win Production Design again. I also, you know, I think Ariana Grande has a really good chance at supporting actress. Cynthia has kind of a chance. I'd say, like, you know, Jessie Buckley is like 85% chance. Cynthia's probably about 15, maybe 14.5. Everyone else is in that remaining 0.5. It's also probably gonna get Best Original Score. Oh, it's gonna get Visual Effects. Not gonna win, but it's gonna get nominated. It is probably gonna get Best Original Score, which, you know, I just said that the score was really great. The category is called Best Original Score. Original, you know. Not a single fucking piece of original music in this one. That's not true. There's an original song. I didn't notice it used in any of the score music, and even then, that would be a very small percentage of the overall score being original. That doesn't matter. The Academy has some kind of rule about percentage of music has to be original. They don't fucking follow it. So this movie's gonna get nominated just like the first one was. Probably gonna snub something that deserves it more. Challengers. And the original song, Girl in the Bubble, is going to get nominated for Best Original Song. Doesn't have a fucking chance at winning because, you know, Sinners and K-Pop Demon Hunters. Honestly, those movies are probably going to get 2 each. It would probably be 3 and 2 if that was allowed in the rules. But, you know, the Disney Renaissance movies just kept on sweeping that category, so they put that rule in. Now, Best Supporting Actor is interesting because... well, not interesting, actually. Significantly less interesting than I thought it would be. Because I guess people just forgot that Fiyero doesn't do a whole lot in Act 2 of Wicked. These people had been predicting that Jonathan Bailey has a chance here for supporting actor. I think he had a much better chance last time, because there's no way, not a chance in hell. If anyone besides the leading ladies is getting in for acting here, it's Jeff Goldblum. That's also not gonna happen, but he's got a... well, no, I mean, he probably doesn't have a more of a chance than Jonathan Bailey, but, like, he has a better performance in this movie specifically. He just has more to do. The Wizard does more in Act 2 than Fiyero does. Fiyero is a major character in Act 1. I think Jonathan Bailey probably should have been nominated last year. He wasn't. It's not happening this year. Best Director is it's possible. Wouldn't say likely, but it's possible. And then, yeah. Yeah, nothing else. I mean, it's probably gonna get sound. God, yeah. I'm gonna watch it again on Saturday, and then probably 1 or 2 more times throughout its likely very long theatrical run. No one's watching to the end of this. This is 14 minutes? Jesus Christ. If you're watching to the end of this, comment, "That was wicked, my man," so I'll know.